Now that we have discussed both edit mode and what modifiers are, I want to quickly show you an example of how both of those kind of play together. So I'm going to duplicate this cube and then I'm going to select this one, add a Boolean modifier, choose this one for our Boolean cutter, and then press the H key to hide it. Now we have this. Now, like I mentioned before, you can turn on and off the modifier as long as it's, in here. You can turn it on and off, very simple. But this geometry, this is where people get confused, especially beginners. This geometry is not real geometry. It's there as a preview. It doesn't exist yet. And you can tell it doesn't exist yet because if I press tab and I go into edit mode, we don't actually have that cut on the object. Again, that's because this is a preview in the modifier. It's not real geometry affecting us here in edit mode. So I want to mention one thing. If you want to preview that cut in edit mode as well, you go over here and you click on this little box and now you can preview it. That doesn't mean you can select the edges of that cut. It just means you can preview it in both object mode and edit mode. So whenever you have a modifier here, until you apply it, the geometry does not exist. It is fake. So if you ever want to access that geometry, you have to apply your modifier. We're going to go here. We're going to click on apply. And now if we go into edit mode, you're going to see we have full access to all of that geometry now. So if you're ever in Blender and you can't figure out why you can't access that geometry, it's because you need to make sure you've applied your modifier. Now what a lot of people try to do is they try to apply their modifiers in edit mode. You can't apply modifiers in edit mode. It isn't allowed. You need to go back into object mode and apply your modifiers that way. So that's basically how edit mode and modifiers work together. Hopefully that makes sense.